internets. Yep, so no Google News Friday this Friday. I think I'm just going to discuss a couple of things I heard on the news and talk about that instead of pulling headlines from Google News. And not too many, because it's kind of late and I want to get this edited and up. And then I want to go to bed. Quick update though, I am getting punished. And apparently my punishment is to go to a shop place, buy bunny ears, and wear them. So before it gets too embarrassing, I am going to buy the biggest bunny ears I can get, put them on, since I've got giant, luscious, awesome hair that I can use to conceal whatever band the bunny ears are plopped on. And then I will promptly go to a place and get myself videotaped walking around with the bunny ears on my head. That should be fun! Alright, 3 particular pieces of news that I wanted to touch upon. First is, you will not be surprised to hear this, Syria. And I'm gonna keep it really short. I told you, 6-point peace plan, not working. I mean, the international community just keeps coming to resolution after resolution after resolution, but not actually doing anything. Second thing, alright, so the whole story is that Michael Bloomberg, who is mayor of New York, wants to restrict the drinks or sodas you can buy at movies, theaters, restaurants, and all that to an amount no greater than 16 fluid ounces. Give you an example. This is a 600 ml, we use the metric system in Australia, bottle of Pepsi. Full, up to here, it's 20 fluid ounces. So around where it is now is probably an amount that, that the good mayor of New York wants to stop people from getting at. And so I want to ask the question to you guys, especially you guys who live in the United States. Please tell me how this is going down with you. Personally, I think that, well, you know, I can get 20 fluid ounces if I want to. It's a really arbitrary amount to judge and ban people from getting. I mean, people are free to buy any amount. I've heard arguments saying that it's encroaching on people's right to, you know, people's rights to their diet and to their own health and so on and so forth. And I've also heard arguments from the other side saying that this is a way to help curb the sugar intake that people in the US are currently doing too much of. So let me know what you think. It's a weird line between health and personal freedom. Do you think it's silly? I think there's some sense to be gained from it. Then again, I don't want to legislate restrictions on what people can actually drink unless it's alcohol. Okay, third piece of news. This is rather sad. I'll have to give this a primer. Here where I live in Australia, there are three main game stores. There's EB Games, which used to be Electronics Boutique, which is, you know, essentially our GameStop. There's Game Traders, which is a fairly new business, and then there's Game. Game has always tended to be there competing against EB Games in our local market. Anyway, not too long ago, Game announced that it was going under administration. That means they've run out of money, they're kind of bankrupt, they need an administrator to kind of go in there and see what the situation is. So the news is that the administrators might move to liquidate Game, which means all the stores close, all of the people currently working there go, you know, no longer have a job, and it's kind of sad because one more choice in the selection of where you can shop for your game stuff has suddenly disappeared. And I mean, it was really good having 3 dedicated game stores in the city to go around and make a selection from. But that's the way business goes. Has this actually happened in your neighborhood? I mean, Game isn't exactly a mom and pop video game store, but just the same, it's more of a local competitor as opposed to EB Games, which, oh my gosh, looks like GameStop. Honestly, they should just change the name to GameStop, so I'm not confused when I read stuff from US feeds. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks very much for all those who sent comments and suggestions for punishment. And thank you, Sarah Ellen Vlogs. I am now officially renaming my hat to the Domo Hat of Doom. And I owe you a cookie, or something equally good. Until Monday, guys, you shall see me then. Have a great weekend. See ya!